Do you have a systematic and affordable direct mail marketing strategy? If not, you're gonna love today's video. If you do already, you're gonna really love today's video because it's gonna take it to a whole nother level and hopefully save you a lot of money. So my name is Brendan Bardick with Brendan Bardick Real Estate Coaching, where our mission is to train the most elite real estate agents and coaches on earth. Now, today I'm going to take you through all the pro tips, the secret sauce of how to have an affordable, systematic direct mail system. Before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get all of our regular videos. We're doing everything we can to bring value to your business. Let's go ahead and jump in. So when we talk about EDDM, every door direct mail, that's what that stands for. This was a program developed by the United States Postal Service to help small businesses stay in front of their clients, and by using the mail routes and carrier routes, make it very affordable, almost 19 cents a piece. When you start doing some math on that, it is a huge difference than trying to do regular postcard mailing, mailers of any sort, anything that you're trying to do to stay in front of your clients. Now, what is EDDM? Well, this is simple. So when we look at this, they have every single thing laid out right on their website. So all you have to do is go to USPS.com /business /every door direct mail, or just Google USPS direct mail or EDDM. It'll come right up. And when you get here, it has it about as simple as humanly possible to make this as easy as possible for you, your business, and exactly what you want to do and who you want to target this message to. So it's all right here. We're going to come back to this in a second, but I really want to dive in and make sure we understand why direct mail is so important and why do I need it. So when we talk about why you need direct mail, in our real estate system, we follow a 33 touch, 12 direct system. And what that means is we've got Mets, people that know us, like us, love us, want to do real estate business with us. And then we have haven't Mets. Haven't Mets meaning people that we want to move over into that Met circle. We haven't had a chance to have a conversation yet or meet in person. So one of our strategies in doing this is our 12 direct mailer system. So you would select an area, a farm, let's say your neighborhood, or if you want to target market any geographical area. EDDM lets you do a lot of special things with this system too. You can do things with demographics, you can do things with age, you can do all kinds of interesting things so that every dollar is being used the best it possibly can. Now, the hope of this is that over time, consistently, now you can do once a month, or you could do a lot more than once a month. I know some agents that do every 11 days. I know people that do much more than that, but once a month minimum with a market report, a newsletter, something of value that shows that you're an expert in whatever you're trying to be an expert in. That neighborhood, a certain type of real estate, that you're very involved in the community. That's what we're going to be wanting to use this for. And again, the main thing is so they keep seeing your face. So you could be sending just listed, just sold, and make sure you check with all of your local guidelines on what you're allowed to do, photographs you're allowed to utilize. I'll be very honest. We got into some issues because shame on us. One of my agents on my team didn't realize that the rules had changed in our local MLS, and we were no longer allowed to utilize another agent's photo of a house that sold in a neighborhood she was farming, and it caused a lot of trouble. We learned our lesson. We had no idea that the rules had changed. So make sure you check with your local managing broker. If you're watching this video and you're not using it for real estate, just make sure you know all the rules that are applicable on what you're allowed to do and not do. The USPS.com website, it tells you about a million different things to make sure you're not going to screw this up. So that's a big reason why we need it. The other reason why we need it is it's so affordable. It's much better. Imagine this. Well, Brendan, everything's technology now. I can do Facebook ads. I can do this. Yeah, that's the problem. There's so much oversaturation of emails, all of the Facebook ads and all of these things. But Brendan, they're 50 cents an ad, or I can do that. I understand that. But think about this. If you are slightly creative or not creative at all, and you are able to get something into the hands of a consumer so they can touch it, feel it, see your face, even if it's just for 3 seconds before they shoot it in the trash can, they have to physically do that. It's a very organic experience compared to, I've got 700 junk emails. I've got this newsletter that's emailed that I'm never gonna read it. You know how many people read a digital newsletter? Not very many. And now you're going, but Brendan, I do? Okay, you're one of the few. But if I grab something and maybe I'm too busy and I don't read it, if I have it physically in my hand, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna stick it on my coffee table. I'm gonna set it down and I'll come back to it later, especially if it has value in it. Now, if it's a postcard that tells me the latest market trends in my area, great, boom, wow, that person knows what's going on in my market. Maybe when I'm ready to sell, I'll give him or her a call. That's why it's so valuable. All right, so what can it do for you? Well, it can do a number of things. Right now, every single thing that you're doing is to grow your Mets and haven't Mets. So remember, 500 Mets, meaning people that know you, like you, love you, that are on a true 33 or more touch system, plus 4,000 haven't Mets. 4,000 people that you're marketing to once a month, 12 times a year, equals net $1 million. Net in your bank account. So that's what we're trying to get to, is 500 of those, 4,000 of what we're talking about today. That's why you need it. Unless you don't want to be a net millionaire, well then fine. If you want to be a $500,000 a year agent, then you need 250 Mets and you need 2,000 haven't Mets. But this 2,000 haven't Mets or 4,000, and again, this is on an average sales price of 500,000. If you live in an area where your average sales price is 250, you'll need 1,000 Mets and 8,000 haven't Mets. Again, this could help out and make that cost a lot better. Okay, so that's what it can do for you. It can make you a net ching millionaire as long as you're consistent. Does this happen day one? No. Does this happen month 2? No. It takes time. That's why any business takes time to become massively successful. You're slowly building it, but you're building it the right way. I know agents right now that still have been in the business 6 years, have zero haven't met database, meaning that they're not marketing to anybody, and they're constantly struggling to find a foothold. They wake up 6 years later and they go, oh man, I'm so tired of working and chasing buyers and doing all this and doing 65 open houses, because they never built this system. That's the big problem, all right? So how do I get started? Oh my gosh, well, this is the best part, okay? To get started, it's as easy as just typing in the website and it says, watch the Advertise with EDDM video. I can't do it any better than this video explains it. It's absolutely fantastic, talks you through every single step of the process. Up here, literally, quick tool, send, receive. They've made it so simple. And what I like down here, okay, is it features a couple of things. So great for small businesses, restaurants, realtors, and local political campaigns. Okay, send at least 200 or up to 5,000 pieces in a single day. All right, no special mail permit needed. You can pay online or at the post office. The payment's super easy, very easy to use. And then again, no volume limit on size of the mailings. Multiple zip codes can be selected. They've made it very simple and it's very, very effective. I know very few people that use it. Blows my mind. Very few people. Now, when we're thinking about this and we go back here for a second and we start thinking about pro tips and what are the special things that I know, right? When I look at pro tips, here's a couple of things. Every time you have a commission check, you should take 10% of that commission check and put it into this type of fund. So again, you make a $10,000 check, take $9,000, do whatever. You know, obviously I can tell you smarter ways to do that. Well, that's a whole nother video, but take $1,000 of it, of every check, and start building this reserve account for your marketing. Now, maybe it takes you 6 months to build up the reserve. Maybe it takes up a year before you can really say, hey, I can start doing this. That's okay, but you have to start. You don't want to wake up in 6 years and not have a business. You'll wake up in 6 years and go, why didn't I just listen to Brendan when he had this great video that said I can make direct mail for 19 cents a freaking piece to stay in front of my client? So that's pro tip number 1. Pro tip number 2 is start small and build up. If I wanted to bench press 500 pounds, I wouldn't start with 500 pounds. It would break me in half. I would start with 50. The next week I would do 60. Next week I would do a little bit more. And eventually over time I would get there. It's the same thing with EDDM. You want to build up over time and just keep committing to it. So try to start with 100 addresses, 200 addresses, and then every single year build up. My goal with all my coaching clients and in our Elite Progression Series program is that we're trying to get to 504,000 in 5 years. So if you had to do that, then that's 850 a year. Now, if you did 850 times 19 cents, you can do the math on all of this and then figure out, hey, is that realistic for me and where I'm at in my real estate business right now? If it is, then great, make sure you take action on it. If not, then do less and slowly move into it, or call up mom and be like, Mom, I need to borrow some money so I can start my business, right? If you were gonna go start a restaurant, you would have to have some fundamental tools to start that business and to have success with it. This is the exact same thing. So start small, build up over time. And last pro tip, don't do what I did. Make sure you check all the rules, regulations from your managing broker, your board of realtors, your state laws. Make sure you're not doing anything with data that you're using that you're not supposed to use. Again, don't do what we did. We learned our lesson. Take the shortcut from me. Check out everything ahead of time, and it'll make your life a lot easier. I hope you enjoyed this. Check this out today. As we said before, if you want to check out any of our programs, visit brendanbardick.com. Our Elite Progression Series, we go deep into this. If you're interested in coaching, some of our live events, go check it out. Hit the subscribe button. And as always, I wish you great success.